How many people hit the snooze button first thing in the morning? And how many people wake up feeling refreshed and energized? How many people actually value sleep? We decided to find out the answers to these questions and more by asking our local community what they think and what's new. Hey Belle, how are you?
Hello.
I hear you've been doing some research on sleep.
Yes, I have been. I discovered something on Vinci Power Nap System.
Wow, sounds arty. Tell me more.
Yeah, it sounds like Leonardo da Vinci, right?
Indeed.
Okay. Magdalena Filsek last year discovered this system. She was inspired by the Japanese wellness therapy called Shinrin Yoku. It's
Wow.
similar to forest bathing, where the six senses are simultaneously suited together. So we're talking about vision, we're talking about hearing, taste, touch, smell, and proprioception. So with all this, it's going to help to improve cognition performance, enhance memory, and also improve immune system. So yes, it's a fascinating technology to put in schools and at the workplace.
Wow, sounds like I need to take a nap.
Yeah, you do. Hello, Michelle. I'd like to ask you something about sleep. How does sleep impact memory and learning?
Hi, Belle. Thanks so much for asking me. Sleep has a really big impact on our ability to learn new things and to actually consolidate that learning in our memory. When we sleep, our brain goes over what we learned in the day to really file it in a filing cabinet. So if we don't sleep enough, we impact our ability to be productive, creative, our ability to learn new things, and to remember the things that we've learned. So it's really important to make sure we get long amounts of sleep. They actually did a study recently in terms of alcohol versus lack of sleep on impact of learning and memory. And missing 1 to 2 hours of sleep is the same as drinking 3 glasses of alcohol, and missing 2 to 4 hours of sleep is the same as drinking 6 glasses of alcohol. Sleep actually has more of an impact on your ability to learn and have memory of those things that you learned. So make sure you get those hours of sleep.
We are asking questions about sleep.
Ooh.
And so the first question is, how important do you think getting a good night's sleep is?
I think it's essential. I think it sets a mood for the whole day, how well you slept the night before, I think. And if you don't sleep well for a long period of time, I think it affects more than just your mood. It can lead to, health conditions, depression.
Ventured outside of uni to see what other people had to say.
Would you mind telling me, as someone in the fitness industry, what is the importance of sleep?
Right, so with sleep, it's pretty much where all the magic happens. Okay, in terms of your recovery, it's probably the number one sort of key thing that you should really focus on. It's where you do the majority of your adaptation. You go to the gym, right? You start off a process. You give your body that stimulus. Your body then adapts, and this all happens during that time where you're sleeping. So that's just how important it is.
If I say the word sleep hygiene, what do you think that means?
Before today, I wouldn't have known anything, but I feel like it's important, and it's like how well you sleep, and if you get disturbed at night and roll about and stuff, I guess.
So, how important is it for you to get a good night's sleep?
It's very important.
How many hours of sleep do you usually get a night?
Like 6 to 7 hours.
Okay, do you think that's enough?
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Quick tea break for us before we get back to it. Not too late though, we don't want to mess with our circadian rhythms.
Michelle, her circadian rhythms are off. Look at her. She's sleeping during the day.
Actually, Nancy, now that you mention it, circadian rhythms, can you tell me a bit more about them?
Yeah, so we basically have an internal biological clock which dictates our sleep patterns and how we can function during the day and at night, and the quality of our sleep. So they're affected by light, by exercise, by our diet. When we go to sleep, when we first fall asleep, in that first 15 minutes, we go into a deep sleep. And that cycle lasts for about 75 to 90 minutes. And that's when we get most of our healing. And then Subsequent deep dives into those rhythms are not as deep, but usually in the end, we usually wake up right after we've been dreaming, so that's an end cycle. So it's really important that rapid eye movement that happens during the deep sleep for healing and rejuvenation.
Yeah, so I also heard that it's quite important that you go to sleep at the same time every day and sort of like have a schedule when you wake up.
Yes, because your growth hormone is actually released in the first hour of sleep. And if you go to sleep an hour later, the body doesn't automatically release that growth hormone from when you go to sleep. It's based on your circadian rhythm. Which means you have to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day.
Nice.
Consistency is part of sleep hygiene. And the cleaner your sleep patterns are and the rituals around your sleep, the more healing you get, the better your sleep will be.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Hi, Komal.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I ask you some questions about sleep?
Yeah.
So what is the latest research you have heard on sleep?
So I just researched about good sleep and I got to know that there are 5 factors based on it. So the first one is everybody knows that you have to take 7 hours or 8 hours of sleep. And second one is difficulty in falling asleep, not more than 2 days. And difficulty staying asleep, not more than 2 days. These are 3 factors. And the fourth one was no medication, no sleep medication, and you can sleep well. And the last one is you feel well rested, like after working or waking up almost like 5 days a week. Yeah.
Hey!
Hi!
Hello, please, do you have a minute? I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. I want to know if you would want to take 20 minutes nap during your lunch break.
20 minutes nap?
Yeah,
I don't think I have time. It's only 1 hour break.
Well, some of us definitely found time to take a nap. We then decided to take a walk because according to experts, brisk walking boosts sleep hormones such as melatonin. This hormone is directly linked with circadian rhythms. Walking just 10 minutes a day will apparently lead to a 75% increase in deep sleep. And better still, walking with friends or in a group can improve sleep quality, depressive symptoms, and sleep efficiency by increasing your mood and making you feel great, improving your well-being.